Okay, I want to talk about hoovering. What is hoovering? And why is it done? What is the purpose of it? And what can you expect? How do you deal with it? So, hoovering is a move done by a narcissist after they have either broken up with you, aka discarded you. Maybe they've been giving you the silent treatment for an amount of time. Maybe you've broken up with them. But either way, you've had no contact for some time, whether it's your choice or their choice. And all of a sudden they come back out of the woodwork. You haven't heard anything, and you're going to get either a text or a phone call, maybe an email, and they're just looking to suck you back in, and that's where the name Hoover comes from. They never really want you to leave for their own ego. They need you to always be at arm's length, or at least to think you are, to satisfy their own ego. So they don't want you. They don't want to get back together with you, not for the reasons that you hope, anyway. They don't want to fix things, even though they will promise you the world. They really just need to know that you're still hooked to them. And that's why they're going to never let you get too far. As soon as you start getting them out of your head, they're going to sense that. They know that they haven't heard from you. They haven't seen any emails or text messages, and hopefully you're radio silent on social media. Hopefully you have them completely blocked. This is going to get in their head. They're going to think, well, she doesn't need me. She is moving on. Who is she talking to? Who's occupying her time? And that's going to drive them crazy, because these are ego-driven beasts. They need to know that you are hooked and that they are the be-all and end-all to you. So soon as that becomes apparent to them that that's not the case, they're going to hoover you back in. And this is the reason why no contact, true no contact, is so important, because you have emotions. You have normal, expected emotions to these people. You've loved them for some time, likely, and you're going to hope for the best. They're going to work their charms. They're going to say everything to get you back in, and you're going to want to believe them. But it's all a facade. It's all fakery, future faking, which we can talk about in a later video. They'll do that, which is basically just lying to you, telling you what you want to hear. So being no contact is extremely important, and you have to block. Like, being no contact is not just ignoring, it's blocking. I know in my case, when I left, I was the one that chose to leave. I left on a silent treatment. We were 10 days into a silent treatment, and I decided I was done. I wasn't doing it anymore. So I blocked his phone number. I didn't block his social media right away. That came probably a month or so later. But I was so grateful when I finally did. If going back, if I could give anyone advice, definitely block the social media right away, because you're just hindering your own healing, and you're giving them an opportunity to hoover. So once I had my ex locked down, in all ways, I thought anyway, 3 months after I was no contact, and it was done. It was done in my head, and should have been in his head too at that point, because we had never gone 3 months without talking in the 10 years we were together. And at the 3-month mark, I got a game request on Words with Friends from him. And I just thought it was so weak, so pathetic, but they will go to no end. So definitely lock your shit down. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them hoover you, because you're only prolonging the inevitable. That's the downfall of this. It's a lot of fake promises. You're going to think that there's hope, that he's going to do better, that the relationship is salvageable, but it's not. It really isn't. When you're in one of these types of relationships, I've never, ever, ever heard of a success story where a narcissist changes. Not even once. So there's a 0% chance. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone has a story otherwise, that the narcissist did change and you did live happily ever after, I would love to hear that story, because I've never heard it so far in all of the stories and the research I've done. The only way to find happiness with a narcissist is to leave them, to go no contact, to cut off all chances of them hoovering you, and to start your life over. Yes, it's hard, but it's totally worth it, and it's definitely doable, and you're going to be happier for it in the end. Plus, you've learned some lessons. You're not going to go through the same shit again, and you're definitely going to be a happier, healthier, better person for it. So don't let that narc hoover you.